For the big moment, are you getting a countdown, Steve?
Yeah, I will admit it, I got a little bit excited when things finally started to happen. I think that was more relief that they're actually going to get on with it. Dermot O'Leary there on the stage behind us, he's the kind of guest announcer today. What they're going to do any second now is they're going to play a kind of video to basically get the crowd going, which is what they're doing now. We're being told there'll be a promotional video for about 3 minutes, which we'll try and show you while we talk about it as well. And then we're being promised, and fingers crossed it's true, that Michael Jacskon himself will wander out on stage and this big announcement will finally take place. They have been dragging it out a little bit today, haven't they? But that was kind of the idea, really. They wanted to build up as much crowd interest here as possible. Michael Jacskon left his hotel very obviously far too late to get here for 4 p.m. today. This is what they wanted, this noise behind me. They wanted to try and create a bit of hysteria, so it looks good on the telly, and they can really try and sell the point that Michael Jacskon is back and he's still as popular as ever, and that's what these screams are really saying behind. Dermot O'Leary there, still popping up on the big screen, so yeah, it's built up nicely, hasn't it? We're sort of trying to wonder what will the announcement be. It's been a lot of general chit-chat over the last few days since we broke the news that this was happening here. And people sort of guessing it to whether or not it'll be 10 dates he does, whether it may be 5, whether it may well come out and announce he's going to do a 30-night run, just like Prince did, 21 nights, of course, here at the same venue. We're really wondering whether Jackson's got it in him, of course. There's all the rumours about the health. We've all seen pictures over the last few years of him looking rather frail. As the screams go up behind me, that's when they're starting the video. And this is what it's all about. The time has come. Obviously, Michael Jacskon is a big product. And this is what it's all about. The King of Pop returning. There's signs all around me actually saying, this is it. This is the moment when the King of Pop will return. And he knows how to put on a show. He did back in the good old days. And really this video is just basically reiterating that point, that Michael Jacskon may well still be able to put on a good show. Whether or not the Michael Jacskon we see in a minute will look anything like the Michael Jacskon in the video, that remains to be seen really, doesn't it, Jeremy?
It's always been one of the modern mysteries of the entertainment world, really, that one, Steve. But tell me, I mean, I'm surprised they need to sell him. I mean, he's always sold out everywhere he's gone, hasn't he, over his 30-odd year, 35-year career?
That's right, and definitely always sold out. He's still, I think, the guy who's played Wembley Stadium the most times, and he sold that out, I don't know how many times, into the teens, a lot of times. 12 years ago was his last full world tour. He's done very short appearances since then. I still believe he will sell out whatever he announces today. You can be rest assured that when the tickets go on sale, they will sell out, regardless of the price, within minutes, within seconds. Such is the passion that he generates for people who are big fans and people who maybe sit on the fence a bit, people who just want to see Michael Jacskon, whether he is good or whether he is bad. And there are a lot of people who have said, well, rather unkindly perhaps, calling it a freak show. I want to go and see what he does, what he says, not necessarily what he sounds like. From the Jacskon camp, they are insisting he is in good health, he can actually get through these gigs, he can be the Michael Jacskon of yesteryear. But then they would say that, wouldn't they? Some people have said maybe make sure you get tickets for the first few nights, just in case he doesn't make it to the last few nights. So there's a lot of, as you'd imagine these things, a lot of hype, a lot of rumours, a lot of speculation. And when they've got this video out of the way, we might finally get to the bottom of exactly why we're here and exactly what Michael Jacskon is going to be able to tell us and when he's going to pop up here and actually sing. And will he sing live? There's the other question for you.
Steve, I mean, he is now 50 years old, so it is, you know, debatable how many concerts he can do. But there has been some suggestion that he wants to do one for every year of his life. In other words, a run of 50 concerts. Is that still a possibility? I mean, I'm sure there are enough loyal fans, aren't there?
Well, between you and me, I think that would be a struggle for him to do 50 nights in a row straight away. I won't tell this lot. I'm sure he could maybe begin to pack out those sort of nights. But, I mean, that's a big strain on anyone over a couple of months. We were being told it was June and July were the months that he might do. I really don't think he'll be able to do every night. So I'd imagine maybe 30 he might get to. It's just that question as to what he actually announces here today. They usually, with these things all the time, announce a handful of dates, and then they let the hype build up a little bit more, and then they announce these other ones. They probably have booked out 20-odd nights here already in anticipation. The likelihood is a lot less will go on sale straight away. The other big question, of course, Jeremy, is what Michael himself will say here today. We've seen press conferences where he really doesn't say anything. He just turns up and waves to the fans, and They like that. That's enough for them. But we're really wanting to hear from him. There's a lot of questions we want answered. We probably won't answer all of them in a minute, but we really want to hear him speak.
150 million album sales, 13 Grammys. London welcomes the King of Pop, Mr. Michael Jacskon.
Everybody's waiting for him. That apparently was Michael Jacskon getting into a golf buggy to be driven the few yards into the O2 Arena, where a big crowd of fans who are starting to grow old with him, waiting for the King of Pop to arrive. So the compare there, Dermot O'Leary promising the fans, just like I'm promising you, that he really will be coming through that red curtain in his golf buggy any minute now.
I love you so much. Thank you all. This is it. This is it. But I just want to say that these will be my final show performances in London. This will be it. This is it. And when I say this is it, it really means this is it. Because I'll be performing the songs my fans want to hear. This is it. I mean, this is really it. This is the final curtain call. Okay? And I'll see you in July. And I love you. I really do. You have to know that. I love you so much. Really. From the bottom of my heart. This is it. And see you in July.
And that is it, by the sounds of it. Michael Jacskon, with those few words, telling his fans this is the final curtain. But he comes to do a series of concerts which he's entitled This Is It, so leave nobody in any doubt. Whether he has any more concerts anywhere else in the world, another matter. Let's talk to our show business correspondent, Steve Hargrave, out there trying to be heard above the crowds. Quite an extraordinary appearance. Worth waiting for?